Okay, so how's everybody doing today? Yesterday we did a lot of side quests and all that, kind of as they popped up, so we didn't really get to do as much cool stuff. I mean, there was some cool stuff in there, but like I think we got our limit break or partial, at least the beginning stages of the limit break. So it was a little fun. That was a little fun. Seems like a pretty major mechanic. But in terms of main story, we didn't really get too far. So hopefully, there won't be too many side quests getting in our way, so we can continue on with the main, or make some progress with the main story. All right, so let's go. All right, so we got to do this the Dame quest. We're still looking for one of the girls, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is a new day, but I still can't get over those last two side quests that we did yesterday. Those were brutal in terms of the story behind them. All right, let's
Weren't
see if we can
expecting
find
any
this
new
girl
branded until the new moon.
soon
You don't think he's a
and
deserter, do
alive,
you?
hopefully.
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for a constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the Dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value, and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the Dame. Anything.
Now we have to,
Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
now we gotta go somewhere else to find this dude. You gotta be kidding me. Well, at least we don't have to go and talk to her again. We can just head straight for this. These are ruins, I guess. Yonder is it yonder ruins? I guess we should probably take a look around here. But I've noticed that there's usually nothing too special inside, random chests like that. I mean, maybe at least those wooden ones, right? There are some fancier chests that do seem to give some good stuff. But usually those wooden ones are just kind of crafting material.
It smells of death here, Torgal.
And
Wolves.
probably not alive.
We can't let them get any closer to the village.
Let's see if we can end them with this. Good AoE. Oh, we never put that other AoE on. I forgot. The wind one. Ooh, some dead people in there. So if that lady's not part of it. I got lucky with that one. Okay, let's switch that ability before I forget again. We did pick it up yesterday. Only problem with having an ability like that is that it's probably going to be as slow as our Flames of Rebirth. Yeah, this one takes forever to recharge. How do I switch these again? Under abilities, I think. No, that's how you get them. I can optimize gear, really. How about skills? Two. Let's see. No new icons channeled. 2 new abilities set. So it says ignition, rising flames, and ignition. Oh, and the jump back, Rook's Gambit. Why would it recommend those? And the funny thing is, it doesn't recommend Aerial Blast. Wonder why. The Will of Wicks. Oh no, we don't want that. Let's go with the, yeah, I'm gonna stick with what I have. Okay. And I don't think they changed any gear, if I'm not mistaken. Flame Tongue. Are these just, oh, I guess we could use the Rook's Gambit. Increases damage by 10%. I don't know if I want to waste a slot. I suppose the defense and the attack is not really that much of a deal.
Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman.
Oh, that unfortunately looks like the outfit from the, that the girls were at the burlesque place. And there's a dude here. Maybe that was him. Forget her name though.
Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry.
Oh, there's the comb.
So it is you. Tatienne.
Oh, right. That was her name, Tetian.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to see every night. He said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask us something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with the dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
2 people dead over a comb. Essentially.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
Wonder what she's doing in the morning. Hate this town anyways. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but you see the kind of glare you get from the sun. It's got that, it always starts off with that weird, circle that kind of twists to a point. He's so distracting sometimes in a cutscene. I feel like it's just overly done. I don't know. I feel like kind of distracting, isn't it? I mean, I get where they were coming from. Just having that in the middle is kind of distracting. You don't really see stuff like that if you're just like out in the wild. I guess these things are respawn. I mean, that's where that quest was. That we definitely would have picked something up like that if we saw it yesterday.
Had another branded drop in the field.
If it was a message that needed delivery.
All right, here we go.
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived.
Good,
They
we're
said
done
they
with your
would meet
quest.
you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
Yeah, I doubt she
You-
did that.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Well, it was a gift. An old wooden comb gifted to Tatienne by Madame Isabel. Several of the teeth appear to have been recently broken. Wonder if they were killed, by the wolves. Or maybe that
Thank
dude
you
killed
for
them.
returning it.
Probably the wolves, I imagine,
I shall
since
see
they're
that it
both
has a
dead.
place on her pyre.
Okay. Decent money. Even more decent experience, I suppose. No, I mean, I know the HP is going up 50 at a time, but I haven't been paying attention to the other stuff. I wonder if it's going up at a set amount as well.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Or to mention the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Something big is about to happen, that's for sure. All right, let's finally move on from this shitty town and these people.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon.
Although, probably not going to get much better in the Empire. The Royal Meadows. Come on, start sprinting, dude. God, this is so annoying that I can't sprint until he decides it's time to sprint. Too much control. I mean, I feel like this is just something they want to control over. I mean, you could have just made it so you can't sprint in cities or villages and all that, or like nearby. But like, I don't see why I gotta wait for you to tell me to sprint. Now let's see if they're both here. Jill and Sid. In a chapel, no less. Some foreshadowing here.
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, The deserter come home.
Oh, that's a good
Which
point.
is why we'll be taking the back door.
Yeah, bad thing for us to get caught. Back door. Another shortcut. Sid's full of surprises, but I guess he's part of this empire, right? I guess he's also kind of a deserter in a way. If it's the same empire that he was a part of. I think so. The pleasure houses, Oriflame. This is the main burlesque house. Was that Sid? Guess we snuck in pretty easy. I thought I was gonna be a part of that, but I guess not.
Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
Money talks.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
I still don't get how we just walk.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut. And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Look at Jill in the back, just freaking
Sid,
out.
If the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If you wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools. And the most dangerous.
That's the way it is.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Aye, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Welcome to
Have
the
a
stream,
little
Fearless
faith,
Noob.
Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs.
How you been?
If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
Yep. Same old, same old. I love how that are we in Oriflame? Northreach. I like how it, let's see, their stake claimed in the shadow of Oriflame's formidable gatehouse. The markets of Northreach attract customers from across the Empire. I thought we were already inside Oriflame, but yeah. Drake's Head Oriflame, holy capital of Sanbreque. In majestic silence has Dragonhead ever stood vigil over the empire of Sanbreque and its jeweled capital. I like how we're fast traveling to a place we're already at. I mean, ooh, hold on. I do like how it tells us that we've reached the pivotal moment. I guess to take a quick peek at the hideaway, just to see if there's anything new there. Doesn't seem like there's anything new. No new side quests. I do want to check this guy out.
Take a seat, Clive.
Fancy giving us a hand?
I suppose something.
Here you go.
I suppose it would tell us if there was something
Think
new.
you can help?
You know, with that little gold icon that signifies something new. Right? I think we have what we need. We did all the quests. We got our items. Seems like we're good. No need to worry about anything. I mean, actually, I kind of wish I did something now. Can I? Oh, I didn't realize I can just press start and get out of that world map. I want to have a save. Just in case we want to are we 20 hours in? Oh no, that's just the time. 21:21. Doesn't really tell us how long we've been playing. Okay. You've reached the pivotal moment in the story. If you continue, you will not be able to return. That's interesting. Usually it says you won't be able to, with these RPGs, usually it says you won't be able to return for, quite some time or something, right? This one says we won't, at least it seems like it says we will never be able to return. I imagine that the world is much bigger than this small island that we're on. So maybe this opens up a larger world map. I guess we'll just have to see. Usually it's side quests that'll be lost, but the map stays. I think it might be both.
There are not nearly enough men here.
We might
Then it's fortunate
lose
the city guard
access
doesn't
to
take
this
sentry
map
assignment as seriously
and
as
go
you
somewhere
do.
else.
This bodes well.
That'll be a first. This may not be such a terrible plan after all.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Only that your last secret shortcut was nowhere near as secret as you claimed.
Yeah, but that's half the fun of it. Life's too short for perfect plans. You want a plan that'll keep you on your toes, stop you growing old and complacent.
Worked for you, has it?
Well, he's not dead.
Clive, my boy, even life's smallest challenges offer the opportunity to grow and to change. You must embrace these moments. Allow them to suffuse your heart with a deep sense of fulfillment.
Narrowly escaping death at the hands of an enemy is not my idea of fulfillment.
Something wrong?
Not at all. Just wondering if the two of you had finished.
Right. We make for the Mother Crystal's heart as planned. Destroy it and the whole thing should come tumbling down.
Destroy the Mother Crystal.
And if the passage to the Inner Sanctum is guarded?
You have a plan?
Then we embrace the moment and use it to grow and change.
Translation, kill all the guards. Still hasn't told us his plan on destroying this Mother Crystal.
Come on, this way.
Which is supposed to be as big as mountains.
Try to stay out of sight.
Obviously.
I'm gonna try to stay out of sight. I can't
Don't worry,
sneak
the passage
around.
is empty.
Well, it seems like he's doing it for me. I mean, it's not too surprising. I can't even choose when I want to sprint. Now the game's sneaking around for me. Don't even have the option to do it myself. I'm gonna go this way. $1,000 gil. Decent, decent. I'll take it. Money's money, I suppose. I like how when we went down there, he just stopped sneaking around.
All right, not quite empty. Let's get this over with.
So what, are we gonna kill these guys?
They're not from the garrison.
I swear this passage used to be secret.
Yeah.
Of course it did.
Oh, we got a new ability. Let's
Perfect
try
plans,
it.
guys. Perfect plans.
Oh wait a minute. Did I not put it on? Oh, it's the wrong button. Good stuff, good stuff. 2 AoEs. Yeah, that one's... I mean, that... It's still going. Look at that. Oh my god. I mean, the flame AoE is really nice. That wind one is no joke. And it kind of seems like it might be recharging faster than the fire AoE. Hard to tell though, they're both much slower than usual. Fire is about there. And maybe they're about the same.
They never stood a chance.
You're welcome.
Well, I guess there's no need to sneak around anymore after killing all those guys.
The main tunnel.
That would be my guess. There are sentries everywhere.
It's fine. What are the chances that they're over here? They're looking in this direction anyways. I mean, I would call this a secret shortcut, except for the, the dining hall we just passed by. This seems pretty secret.
And all good things must come to an end. We might have a bit more company from now on.
And not much of a shortcut anymore, but all right.
Captain, to arms, men! Let's summon the cannoneer at once!
Yep. Let's just get some of this. Control these people. And then we fire. It should kill most of them. At least the birds. Lateral flame times 10.
Someone heal me, damn it!
I wonder if that's something that increases our score. If we did this like an arcade.
You're finished!
Do we know this person? Maybe? Or is it gonna be...
I think this may be the moment I was talking about earlier.
What have
we here? More insects come to be squashed?
More insects?
You will find my mortar and I only too happy to oblige.
Who were the other people? Oh, I thought that was a hammer.
Talker.
Realized a giant
Then
cannon.
let's shut him up.
Yep, hidden in plain sight. That's right, Noob. Like how he barely uses it as a cannon.
Too slow.
Do you feel that? Something in the air.
Ether. It's ether.
Ether in the air.
We better make this quick.
Was that gonna help him or us? Ooh, that does a lot of damage. If only we could do that more often. Ooh, another parry. Man, we're getting lucky with parries. Jeez, I'm not even trying to do them. I was trying to get a parry on that one. Okay, maybe I should stop trying to get these parries. Okay, that one I just screwed. We're not even gonna be able to break this dude. Probably gonna be dead before he even gets broken. Oh, maybe. Is that a stagger? Oh, I guess not. What's going on? What's with all this ether? I mean, I know there's ether, but what is that even gonna do?
Oh, bollocks.
Oh, he can turn to stone? I don't know what that means. Oh, he's got full health.
Save your pity. You'll get none in return. There's nothing left of him but hatred and rage.
Let's end his torment.
Oh my god. I don't know, I guess this is Berserk. High on ether. That does hurt quite a bit.
That'll help. Too slow.
Of course. I hate that attack. Like that is all his HP back too. It sucks. Hopefully we can kill him though by breaking him. And the sucky thing about most of his moves is that even if we like perfect dodge them, he's too far away. We can't even get that counter in. We can't reach him. Ooh, pretty cool. Oh man, I couldn't see anything in that explosion.
Sick of Torgal.
Come on, man, he's almost broke. We almost broke his will. No, that should be enough to kill him, hopefully. Oh, I don't have any abilities, unfortunate. But did I put the Gambit move on? I think I might have broken his Gambit, which is probably not the best. For just raw damage. I thought I took that ability out. I think that's the one I recommended. Nope, can't even reach him. Reminds you of the trolls in God of War. I need to play that game. Are we gonna break his will again? Oh, he died? I thought he had more HP than that. Wait, did he hurt himself by doing some of his attacks? I could have sworn he had more HP than that. You know, maybe having ignition with this equip is not a bad idea, depending on how long it takes to ignition to recharge. I mean, 12% is no joke. And if we can use it, frequently, that should increase our
I'm gonna
DPS.
get used to that. Akashic or no, he was still a man. A man who drowned in ether.
It's no way for anyone to go.
Why is he the one? Like, why didn't we get affected by it? Like, do you have to will the ether into you? I don't know.
God, duty's a death sentence in this place. Not that Sylvester cares.
Oh, maybe it's because he's had prolonged exposure to ether. Let's take a quick look around here, just make sure. I think one time we had a boss fight, mini boss, whatever. And after that, we got some new items appeared in the room, but it doesn't seem to be the case this time. Let's continue with the break. Oh, that wasn't one of those heavy doors. I was hoping for another R2 with the adaptive triggers. Oh, here we go. Game must have heard me.
Ah, breathe deep of the blessing, my friends. Who said being a dominant doesn't have its benefits?
Cid, this is an ether flood.
There shouldn't be one here, should there? The workers couldn't survive this.
Well, it wasn't here last time, I can tell you that. Which means we need to be quick. The ether won't hurt us, but I'd rather not find out what it's done to everyone else.
I mean, I'm assuming he's saying that because we're dominants. And that's why the ether won't hurt us. But what about Torgal? He's just a dog. It's not a... Wouldn't it be crazy if he turns out to be a dominant or something? Like, what about if he turns out to be, like, I don't know, Carbunk? Right? Just kind of like an assist. I can't think of anything else that he would be. I guess he could be the dog for Yojimbu. I doubt he's going to be in here, though. Carbuncle's more of a staple. And, you know, one of the only ones I can think of that looks like a pet. And they still talk about Carbuncle. You don't hear about Yojimbu too much. Oop, somebody's in here. No, they've all
The
been...
miners. The gods.
Too far gone. The ether's made monsters of them. All we can do now is put them out of their misery.
Isabel said she thought the Empire might be planning to abandon the capital. Could this be why?
Why do you even need miners down here?
She said you could call her Isabel. Never mind. If ever there was a reason to up sticks, an ether flood would be it. Fuck me, those guards at the gate. They weren't there to keep people out.
They were there to keep the Akashic in.
Like I was jealous. We get to call her Isabel. He's probably been trying to get on that first name basis with Isabel for such a long time. Are we going in the right direction? It kind of seems like we are. Let's go back. I want to make sure I don't miss anything super obvious. I just sworn that there was another... there's an item there, but don't know if we can get it somehow. Just out of reach. I forget. I think we might have come from here. I'm gonna just... Actually, wait. Was there an item down there? Yeah. You got all this ether kind of just sparkling all over the place. I thought it was like another item. Seems like this might be our only path anyways. So let's keep going. Oh, somebody's gonna fall. You know someone's fallen when you got a cutscene on a broken bridge. Definitely isn't Torgal. It's gonna be Jill, isn't it? Oh no.
Doesn't look that far. Right.
Scared of heights? It's not even that far of a jump, Cid. I mean, I know you're an old man.
Why, yo? Whoa.
Far enough. Oh, I hope he doesn't die.
Some help.
Hold on!
Oh, let's hope we don't both fall down there. Square Enix sure loves doing this. They did it in Final Fantasy VII Remake as well. Though it wasn't as deadly as that
Quite
drop.
as spry as I used to be.
I'll take that as a thank you.
Can't you fly as a dominant?
Look on the bright side, eh? At least you won't get lost.
I mean, Ramuh can fly, right? He could have just turned into his dominant. Floated over the gap. No, I don't think. I mean, I know we played most of the Final Fantasies, but I think this one might be the only one, other than Lightning Returns, where you're pretty much playing the game solo. I mean, yeah, we got some people in our party, but they're not really in our party. They're just kind of helpers. Technically, it's been a party of one the whole time. We haven't had control over anybody else. Let's see, Warcry. Some opponents will use the ability Warcry to invigorate themselves, enhancing their performance in battle. Look for the sword up icon, I guess, and try to defeat them before they can deal too much damage. Or if it's just a attack boost, same thing. Okay, perfect move. I'm glad I charged in time. Should be enough to kill most of them. Definitely back in there. Nope. More enemies, apparently. I thought they were all together. Oh, they didn't die. One hit away. How unfortunate. Come on. Oh, I guess he can't lock on from this far away. He almost fell. We saved him. Don't worry about it. Noob. You know, he's an old man. Can't make that jump. Pretty soon we're gonna have to start carrying him. I mean, he is coughing blood. I don't know if that's because he's old, he's sick, or, you know, maybe it has something to do with him being a dominant. And he's just, wasn't his arm like partially petrified? Maybe it's getting. Actually, I'm not sure if can you, like, I know a lot of the bearers, you know, they can use magic, but eventually they get, you know, they petrify, I guess, from absorbing too much ether, I guess, or whatever the cause may be. I wonder if that's something the dominants are just immune to. I mean, it would seem so, but, like, why would Sid's arm be, like, partially petrified? Unless, like, that wasn't petrification and it was something else, I don't know. It definitely looked like petrification. Something tells me Sid's not going to make it. I feel like he's going to die at some point. Don't know when. Oh, this must be that item, right? Was this the item that we saw that we couldn't get at the moment? I guess so, and there was a chest there I didn't even notice. Still no mini-map. Or any map, any sort in this place. It's like this move recharges itself at the perfect time. I don't know why the game recommends me not using that move. That move is just too damn OP. Especially when it comes to AoE. Or, you know, just a group of enemies like that. If it's just like trash mobs, it's pretty much almost a guaranteed one-shot. Although I guess sometimes the captain survives.
This won't be easy.
Okay, this one's more annoying. Let's start with this, I guess. And then this. Get everybody out of my way at least. Well, this guy can't. Unfortunately, he can't be sucked up. Oh, my limit break's gone. That was quick. I guess that's the one bad thing about that movie. You cannot see what the hell's going on with that hurricane or tornado, whatever you want to call it. Can't see anything. Can I limit break? Why can't I? I don't need both bars. Nice. Nice with the parry. Like a breakthrough. If they needed more. Yeah, you could. Missing that first one is just awful. Cannot block the second one. Actually does that Rook's Gambit actually does some decent damage. 1600 damage. I'm sure it's like a crit damage, but it's still pretty good. Not enough to kill him, unfortunately. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I don't think we wasted any potions. I'll take that. It was a slow fight. Could have been much quicker, but I'll take it. I wonder if we're gonna have to face Bahamut. Oh, I would love to face Bahamut. He'd be a perfect addition to my my arsenal of icons. Wonder what kind of abilities he would give me. We should probably how many points we got? 613 ability points. Let's save as many ability points as we can. There's a decent chance that we might face off against Bahamut, and
I see they replaced that wooden door with something a little more sturdy.
you know, gain his abilities like we did with Garuda. For a second, I thought it was gonna be like Bender. No, Bender from Futurama, breaking those bars. What are we gonna do? Kick it?
3.
Mistimed it, dude.
What happened to 2?
Ask 1.
It's kind of like that game in Final Fantasy VII where you have to like hit the button at the same time.
Once more.
Aye, seeing as you're trying now.
No,
As
it's
if
way
that
too
was going to
easy.
keep us out.
Not a very good steel door if you can take it down with 3 kicks. I like the way this game decides to light up dark areas. Now that's one of the things I don't mind. I know that the game has a
The mother
ton of
crystal's just up
control
ahead.
with
Is it?
sprinting and
I can't see a
sneaking
thing.
around.
Well, unless someone's moved it.
But the fact that he automatically is like, hey, it's dark, and then he kind of shoots a little ball of fire so we can see around here. I like that. It's a nice little touch. Why didn't they just use their superpowers? I don't know. I mean, maybe for him. I mean, they're probably not. I mean, I guess he could blast the door. We definitely couldn't melt it with fire. Or, like, melt it with lightning. But they definitely could have blown it up. Maybe it's just too loud. Who knows? Maybe using
There's
magic
no one about.
exhausts them. Right? They gotta save their energy. Can't be wasting it on doors and gates. And you got enemies to kill. Oh, there's the mother crystal.
I knew it would be big. But this...
Massive, dude. It's more than a mountain.
There. That's our way into the inner sanctum.
Now I wonder if Sid is using this to accomplish his own ends. I wouldn't be surprised if, Sid has not been telling us the whole truth.
You'd think they'd have patched that up by now. A sorry state the Empire's in.
Wait. You don't mean...
Aye. My little game of hide-and-seek with Bahamut ended here. At tragic cost to this remarkable architecture. Don't blame me, he started it.
But how did you make it out alive?
I walked. You should try it.
Was that the way he escaped? Like, is that going to be our way out? The path of the goddess. Well, just listen. The organ is... I love it. I love a good organ. Alright, let's go. Something tells me this has been way too easy still. Something terrible is going to come out and try to kill us.
Oh no.
Them again.
Is there something you two want to tell me?
Now, what is it with these two? Or what is it with these guys? Why are they attacking? Which side are they on? I mean, at least with the Imperials, you know, you know what side they're on. And, you know, the miners are just miners. Are these on the side of the Mother Crystal? The side of Ether? I think the last time we saw them, they were inside of that place at Phoenix Gate.
But how
Along
could
with-
those creatures from Phoenix Gate be here in the mines?
Are the two places connected somehow?
Well, it looks like they had the same questions. And kind of reached the same conclusion about the Phoenix Gate. Yeah, they must be connected in some way. Either connected to... might just be a... I don't know, huge deposit of ether. Or ether comes to be collected. I don't think there were any crystals in Phoenix Gate. I don't remember seeing any crystals. You know, messing with the adaptive triggers almost kind of. I don't want to play Astro. What is it, Astro Boy? There was like a tech demo, I guess, for the controller that was released for the PS5. I think it's.
Stay down.
Should have played it. I think I have it installed. I just never played it. But now that I've messed with some of these adaptive triggers, maybe I should mess with it. I heard it was really good, that game. Okay, let's just hit him with the fire. That tornado is nice, but it doesn't do that much damage. It's more of a crowd control ability. Whoa, where all these guys come from? Oh, Lich or Deacon. Ooh, the parry, man, we're getting lucky with these parries. Oh my god, I wasted a potion. No! No, I wasted a high potion doing it, I didn't need it. I was trying to sick the dog on him. That's unfortunate. And, break his will. Man, these parries. I'm trying to dodge too, that's what sucks. It'd be one thing if we were parrying for purpose. And, you know, some of them are on purpose, I suppose. Some of those were just by accident. No. Well, we wasted a potion and we took damage as well. Hopefully it wasn't needed, and it was a high potion at that. It wasn't just a normal potion. We usually do not find those just lying around, which is unfortunate. It'd be nice if I could turn like 2 potions into a high potion or something.
Soldiers assigned to the Glass Gate would tell stories about something they called the Guardian.
Oh, we got a high potion.
Can't say I saw anything like that when I was last here.
What a surprise.
Then again, I can't say I made it this far.
Let's just be careful then.
A high potion and a potion back to back after some fairly easy fights. You know something bad is going to be behind this door when they're tossing potions out like that. If this isn't a boss room, my my RPG journey in life has just been all wrong. Something. There it is.
Where did that come from?
You know, this kind of just makes me want to play Final Fantasy 14.
If I had to guess...
That's not Bahamut. Some type of dragon.
Poor beast. Another victim of the flood.
Wow, even the dragons can't survive all this either. Great. Like a dragon's not bad enough. A dragon that's out of control. I wonder if he's one that I recognize.
If it's a fight he wants.
Just a generic.
Ready, Clive?
Generic dragon.
Always.
What are dragons doing down here anyways? Doing a lot of damage, that's what they're doing. Try to hit him in the face as much as we can. Hitting him in the face is an automatic, or it's guaranteed to do crit damage at least. Which is almost double, it looks like. And we do have a nice move to get up in the air. I kind of wish I could move faster away from some enemies. Yeah, the dodges are not the best sometimes.
Torgal!
Ooh, 700, that's not a bad hit. Hey, why is everybody resting?
Not this time.
No, let me get some damage in. No, we wasted a lot of it, unfortunately. And we wasted that. Let's hit him with this. Man, we have done like no damage. That's so much HP. Which is unfortunate. Let's hit him with this. Maybe this will kind of prevent him from moving too much. Or just probably just gonna make us hard for us to see. That's wonderful. You remember the game? Yeah, it was free with PlayStation. Was it free with PS Plus? I thought it was just free with the PS5, but maybe I'm wrong. I could have sworn when I got my PS5 that was the first game they pointed me to play.
Where's he off to now?
But maybe it wasn't free, I don't know.
Clive, look out!
What do I have to do? I'm just kind of... Alright, that was simple enough. Where do you go? Alright, got both of our abilities right in the face too. Perfect, perfect. Take advantage of that crit damage. Ooh, hail swipe, wasn't expecting that. I'd have to stagger him too much times. Hopefully we can do it. We do not have that many potions left. I think we just have normal potions left. Hopefully that's good enough. Take advantage of this. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. I feel like time should stop when that happens. so unfair. And that also does some decent will damage. Yeah, we actually ended up doing more damage than I thought. Thought most of the damage was going to be from
Not this time.
stagger damage, but maybe we won't have to stagger him the second time. Alright, I was going to use my ability, but let's just wait on it. Let's get the 2 bars, and then maybe that'll help us do some damage. Stagger him faster or something. Dragon Dance.
Too slow.
Oh, we got lucky with that one. Oop. Yeah, that was stupid. Unfortunately. Almost evaded all of it. That's the RPG aspect of this game. I was hoping to get him in the face with this as much as possible, but it's not so easy sometimes. Can't do anything when he's flying either.
You know what to do, boy. Not this time. Too slow.
Dodge that, are you kidding me? Okay, you know what? Maybe we will have to stagger him a 3rd time. I thought we'd be able to kill him, but I guess not. Cauterize. Yeah, we definitely don't want to get cauterized. That was a close one. Some of his attacks are not that hard to dodge. Oh, he's actually dead. That was probably a waste of an ability. Didn't need it. Yeah, aside from those high potions we had to waste, that fight was not that bad. I mean, I feel like we spent most of those high potions just kind of learning his abilities and how to dodge them. After that, we really didn't take too much damage.
Are you all right?
Fine.
The inner sanctum lies just beyond. Chances are the palace guard knows we're here. We should move.
Guess that fight wasn't easy for everybody.
Any sane commander would send his men into a place awash with this much ether.
I don't think the
Clive.
Empire is very sane.
If this all works and the blessing fades, things are likely to get worse for our kind before they get better. Being the last to wield ether will make our talents that much more sought after, by which I mean hunted. I just hope in the end they'll see that we didn't have any other choice, that it was the only way to get us to a better place.
And here I was thinking I was the uncertain one.
I have a feeling Sid is not making it out of this place
Luckily,
alive.
2 out of 3 of us have faith in you.
Then it all starts here. Time to earn that menacing title. Sid the Vicious, was it?
You know, I mean, if Sid doesn't make it out of here, something tells me, you know, I thought Bahamut would be the next abilities, or it'd be nice if Bahamut was the next in terms of abilities that we get, but it's probably going to be Sid, or I guess Ramu, for that matter. Okay, so let's see what awaits us inside the sanctum. Probably a tougher fight. I mean, if Sid's right, And there shouldn't be any guards in here.
We're almost there.
But isn't it kind of
Anyone have any
wild?
second thoughts?
Not me.
We're with you to the end.
If
Sid.
people couldn't
What are we
be in
waiting
here
for?
because of all this ether, then who built all this structure? Like, they just have people build it, and then when they die, they just replace them with other people until they finish. I mean, how much time can you spend down here? High potion, please. Nope. What do we got? 4 potions, no high potion. 2 potions, a chest full of what? There's some crafting material. Another potion. 3 potions back to back. And no high potions, unfortunately. Now something tells me something vicious is going to happen here. Another crazy thing is usually the crystal is on our side.
It's beautiful.
I don't think we've ever been tasked with destroying
Heart of
it.
Zambrak.
Of course, it wouldn't be that easy, Sid.
Well, that didn't work. I think we're gonna need a bigger sword.
Mine's bigger.
Thank you, Clive, but I meant that figuratively. The
Mine's
core's
bigger.
clearly made of sterner stuff.
I'm sure you already knew that.
Taya's going to have a fit when she hears about this. Stand back. It's about to get cramped in here.
Yep, he's dying right here. I can see it. If the crystal doesn't kill him, then using his abilities well. Doesn't seem like he can use it that often. Looks like a full transformation. Gandalf. Come save me, Gandalf.
Ah, that's more like it.
I didn't think that would be that easy. One icon is enough to destroy it. This game's too
Clive.
easy for me.
Look.
Oh, yep, after all that Souls experience. I guess it is.
What is that?
Us doing the side quest probably makes this a little higher level than it should be.
Sid!
That's the one benefit of doing side stuff in these modern RPGs. Usually you're like ahead of the game. What is this?
Ifrit, I need Ifrit.
Who the hell is that?
Come to me. I can't do this without you.
This Titan? No, it can't be. I like how he knew he couldn't win. Instantly. Mythos.
Not again.
Show us your strength.
Where are you?
What the hell is everybody? Oh.
Hold on.
Oh, great. We're somewhere else now. Where the hell did the game put us this time? Another solo fight. Hopefully we get some cool new powers after this. Or at the very least,
Where the hell am I?
be able to prime into a free whenever we want. Oh, he took us. Does this thing look like whatever was painted on that mural
I've been here before.
at Phoenix Gate? Typhoon has been repelled. Was it Typhoon? His insolence shall not go unpunished. Yeah, Typhoon is another icon. Dominant.
You again. Where are you? What do you want? Fuck. It's still alive.
I couldn't take it out. Unleash the power within you. Embrace your fate. That'll take care of them. Is there something I have to do? Do I have to turn into a freak?
By the flames.
Yeah, we probably just have to kill these guys as they come along.
It's over.
Nope, I want to stand in that.
Stay down.
Way too much experience from the Souls games and from Final Fantasy XIV. I still can't believe how wild it is that they decided to kind of blend a God, I should have saved my fire attack for this. Yeah, I should have saved my I don't know, I mean, I think it's just kind of wild that they put an RPG or kind of took elements from an MMORPG, put it in a single player RPG. I don't think anybody's done that to them. Or if they have, I just haven't noticed. Not like everybody can play all the RPGs or the MMORPGs. They consume too much time. So why does it look like there's a piece of glass? Glass is gone. Right now he's got a weapon. Thanks, Sid.
That power isn't yours.
Oh, it's mine. Oh, is this how we're gonna get Ramuh's power? This way? I still want to know who the hell this guy is.
But this is mine.
Maybe after this we can turn into a free whenever we want. Or, you know, whenever the ability is ready. Because the first time we learned the semi-prime.
I remember now.
Just the full prime.
I have fire. I am Ifrit!
Well, it looks like we... Yes, control. Embodying Ifrit again. Controls for Ifrit are as follows. Square for melee, triangle for range, R1 to evade, and X to jump. Backdraft. Press triangle after executing a fireball burst, the icon version of Clive's magic burst. Perform a devastating melee finish known as backdraft. Guess that's at the end of our combo. Now wildfire, use circle to sprint over an extended distance. Hold circle to lengthen the sprint duration and use the left stick while sprinting to change directions. Well, I wish I could do that as like normal Clive. Probably be too OP though. Let's see, all the other abilities while embodying a freak can be confirmed in the abilities tab in the main menu. Damn, look at how much damage we're doing. Oops, didn't see that coming. Hey, he might not do as much damage as me, but man, he has way more HP than me, so we gotta be careful with getting hit. The attacks are not that unpredictable. We should be careful. Dodging like wildfire. Okay, we can get out of that pretty easy. I was already in the process of doing it. Ooh. That one I didn't see coming. Oh, looks like we can't do that forever, unfortunately. So far, things are going pretty well. Just from a small couple mistakes. That backdraft attack, is that it right there? Seems hard to get, to be honest. That's some stagger damage. 332,000. Oh, this fight was a joke. Fighting a free was harder than this. Better have a second phase. Now that was just mashing square with some nice precision dodging. That's it.
It's done.
A promising beginning. There's still much more there we could see. Oh, I guess not. Ooh. Well, at least they're smaller.
How many more could there be?
Might just be the same one, but you know, smaller. It's so weird seeing a freak kind of throw hands.
Oh, fuck.
You usually don't see a freak punching people. Well, here's that second phase I was hoping for, I suppose. And a flashbang. I really gotta turn down the brightness on my monitor. Way too painful. He's got at least 4 arms. And now show us your true strength. This is looking more and more like them hero.
As you wish.
Alright, well, here's our second phase. Oops, fade. Oh my god, we can get out of that one in time. Things are not going well. Oh, Firelight. I guess that's HP. I guess those are like potions, I guess. Typhoon the Transgressor. This must be Typhoon. Isn't... I don't remember how... I don't think this is what the Typhoon summon looked like. I don't remember him looking like this, but... Can we get out of this one? Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Dude, we can't get out of it. Oh, we have to go further away. Oh, whoa, whoa. Firelight, Firelight. Now we're doing bad. Even though some of these abilities should be easy to dodge. I guess I just don't see them coming. Oh, come on, dude. I'm trying to time those and I'm like mistiming them. I don't know what the hell's going on. What's he doing now? Got lucky with that one. Just made it out. Okay, we can't be getting hit like this. This is ridiculous. And there's like another... Oh my god, I didn't realize that was like 3 hits. We're doing so well too, and then, you know, for the first third of the fight, and then we just started taking a ton of damage for some reason. That's more stagger damage this time than last time. Another demon wall. Oh my god, I hate this. No! No, we're not gonna get out of this one. It's unfortunate. That demon wall is kind of a pain. Especially when we're too close. The guy's got like the same hair as Radagon too from Elden Ring. Looks like this might be the end of the fight. Is it going to be all QTEs and cutscenes? Hellfire, nice. We can finally do it. Now, if they're going to give us the ability to do this, I wonder how regular it's going to be. Ooh. I believe that actually happened. Hey, usually we stomp in these cutscenes. Why is he kicking our butt this time? What happened to that giant orb? Is it still above its head? We're still carrying it? It must be right above him, right? What is this, Dragon Ball? Tossing Spirit Bomb? Oh, okay. Smacking it. But he was gonna like... Dude, it's like a Spirit Bomb. Except he can't push it away with his spirit energy. It's gotta be... You gotta be hands-on with it. Typhoon vanished or vanquished. Wow, that's a lot of experience. Not enough for 2 straight levels, though. Oh, Flames of Rebirth. I think that's the AoE that we have Reduces cooldown by 12 seconds. That actually might not be that bad. I mean, we have two accessories. What? One gives us 10 defense, and the other one gives us like 7 attack power. We can easily swap one of those. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. We still had some healing items too. We might have been able to survive a third phase. But some of those attacks are pretty hard to dodge in that second phase. The most suitable vessel. Where's everybody else? Why is it always Torgal? Oh, she's over there comforting him.
Well, enjoy your nap.
You're wounded.
This? It's only a scratch. All right, the hole.
We'll find you a healer.
Here. No, you won't.
Must be Bahamut. Ooh. Now we shall become one. And they see him too?
I know who you are. And if you think I'm gonna let you have him...
Who is that?
Think again.
Tell us, Sid. Before you die, tell us. That's all. Why do you deny your fate, purpose?
Sid.
I knew it. Dude ain't making it out of here. One left. That'll do me.
One left. That'll do me.
Alright, it's voice dialogue. I forgot for a second. Nobody knows any healing magic.
Try not to talk.
Clive. For so long, I thought I had all the answers. But then I met you. And I learned it wasn't a good death we should be fighting for, but a better life. It's all very well, a man reclaiming his fate. But if he can't choose how he meets it, what's the point? So, I made a choice.
I knew it.
Don't do this! The rest is in your hands. The Crystal's blessing is a prison, Clive. And if it's an outlaw the world needs to help it break free... Stop. Please. I can think of none better than you.
Will we
deny it. So this is how you would waste your will. Perhaps it is time you learn. Is this supposed to be the will of the crystal? Replace this grand scheme.
In ashen grip, let ember glow to kindle flames anew.
Oh, Joshua came to the rescue. Is he gonna stick around this time?
I'm sorry, Clive. Had I arrived but a moment sooner. Do you remember me, boy? I saw you protect them. That was very brave.
And he's still the first one up.
I know you're
He's
there.
one tough dog.
Ultima.
Oh, interesting. Oh, that's who it is. Ultima. I don't know that. Is that a summon?
You have learned our name. What else have you learned, Phoenix?
I don't think there's. I mean, there's some
My travels
magic,
have revealed much about you and your ambitions.
you know, called Ultima, but summon.
I know that it was you who tore me from my brother. And I know that it is his power that you seek. But know this. If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
Very well.
Didn't even care.
Mine ancestors, fill these lungs that I may dispel the songs of suffering.
A disturbance.
You will leave my brother alone. This is getting us nowhere.
We agree. No more games, Phoenix. We have come to claim our vessel.
And I said no.
Fell into the trap.
These flames are nothing. You will know what it is to burn.
Leave that
Yours
to
is a
self for that.
fleeting form. I'm not fool enough to think I can harm you. But to protect my brother, I don't have to.
Let's hope she's not dead. Though if we're going to be taking everybody's powers, is that going to mean everybody around us is going to die? Hopefully not Shiva at the very least. Or Joshua. We already have Phoenix power.
These are not flames of destruction.
Have you forgotten already who I am?
Flames of containment. We forced him inside of Joshua. Not the vessel he wanted. Yeah, but how long is Joshua gonna last?
Just try and get to my brother now. Fiend.
Well, it seems like we might have gotten a glimpse of who the final boss might be. Lawless. Meanwhile, the hideaway. Oh, they've descended upon the hideaway.
No survivors! You hurt me! He must be here. He must! Can fail Lord Kupka again! Find Sid! Are all fucking dead! Sid, help us! Where is he? You'll do!
Well, at least now we won't have to worry about being killed.
Bastard!
That guy's gonna be even more pissed off. Can't even kill Sid for himself.
Not without this!
Sid is not among the dead. Shall I send a Stolas?
That won't be necessary.
Oh, look at that, it's Titan. Haven't seen him in a while. Who controls Titan? I don't know if we ever saw that.
Fuck me! Where the hell are you, Sid? Where the hell are you?
Didn't he tell people we were going out? Pretty sure he told everybody where we were going. Cost nice.
The finest silks from the master weavers of Randalar. Come, feel its softness.
There we are.
Chocobo sausage, all from greens-fed farm birds. None of the old courses you'll find elsewhere. Here, take a bite.
I think we're on a new map.
I've got peppers and peas, beans and beets. If it goes in a pot, I've got the lot.
Calmatives, curatives, restoratives,
Look all you like, sir. It's all fresh.
Calmatives,
Picked this very morning.
Restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives. Unguents, ointments, poultices. Might I interest you in a potion, milady? Perhaps a soothing salve to ease the aches of the road?
I'm sorry. I wish you well, but
may the mothers guide you. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives. Unguents, ointments, poultices.
Poultices. What the hell's a poultices? An ungent. Five years later. What? What have we been doing for 5 years?
It's good to see you, Sid.
Sid?
What have we learned?
That I'm confused? What the hell's going on? We pretending to be Sid
The
now?
bearers are locked up in an old courthouse on the edge of town.
Is our hair
I
longer
hardly
too?
need tell you who is there to make sure they stay that way.
Kupka's private guard.
It's a trap. And not a very good one at that.
Our tattoo's gone.
Another? What does he hope to gain from this?
I'll have the captives free before nightfall.
You do nothing of the sort. Our comrades didn't give their lives for you to get your throat slit in a god's forsaken slum.
So those in the courthouse should be left to suffer.
That's not what I said. I simply meant it doesn't have to be you who frees them.
We must be impersonating Sid.
Damn it all.
No, maybe not.
You're as stubborn as the old Sid was.
Why do we have his name?
Just don't say I didn't warn you. You're Sid now, and if anything happens to him, we're finished.
I guess we'll find out in due time. Well, the three of us are still fine, so that's good. Gotta say, I am liking the local scenery. Definitely seems like an interesting place.
Please, we don't know anything. You have to believe us. We'd help you if we could.
But you're helping us already.
Forgive him, my lord. He did not mean to offend.
Quiet, you!
No sign of Hugo.
I'll wager he thinks as highly of his minions' traps as we do.
Then this should be easy.
Don't hurt us. I beg of you.
Quiet means quiet, branded scum.
They must know us. Is this our introduction to Sid?
He's going to be all right.
Or to Ramu, I should say.
I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
It's him, the outlaw. Sid's here.
Come
on.
Go! Summon the others!
Summon whoever you want. You ain't making it out of here.
The bearers?
Safe.
Okay, man, that was an interesting cutscene, but Sid died just like we thought was going to happen, but a lot of other stuff happened that doesn't make any sense. I guess maybe we'll find out soon enough why everybody's calling us Sid and why we impersonate him now. Okay, so let's get started with this Power of Thunder, pretty much tutorial. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon Ramu's essence. Attuning with Ramu not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new icon abilities, such as Thunderstorm, which rains 11 bolts down on all nearby enemies, knocking them back. Ability details are found on the Abilities tab in the main menu. Ramu's feat. Ooh, interesting. This is kind of something they did in Kingdom Hearts. Let's see, Ramu's icon feat. Blind Justice can be used to launch a barrage of ball lightning at up to 9 targets determined by locking onto them. The lightning will temporarily remain affixed to a target and can be ignited by striking it.
Sid dies here!
Oh, dude hit me. Oh, wait. Okay, and then igniting it. How's that? There it goes. That's gonna take some time to get used to. Now let's see our thunder attack. Nobody else?
Outlaws in here! Bring me his head!
Things are gonna get much harder the more icons we get. It's gonna be a wild switching between them. Let's just get some fire magic. It's still pretty OP. I wonder how many of these icon abilities we're gonna be able to switch to. Or we're gonna have to like pick our favorite 4 or something.
Let him play with the kitten! They brought a pet.
Ooh, a panther. Oh, this is that panther called Kurel, right? Kind of looks like him. Well, they're usually white.
Done, Sid.
Those things are fast.
And we'll have to be faster.
Let's see if I'm right. Oh no, Republican War Panther. It's not. Oh, he's fast. I didn't even see that. Let's get him with some break action here. What sucks is that there's like no closing in. When we're switched to Ramu, usually the circle for us would be like, you know, get close to the enemy, which is not the case for the Ramu ability. It's just blind justice. He's damaged. He's damaged. Poor doggo. Bad enough we got hit. Oh my god, dude. I'm sitting there trying to see what icon ability I'm switched, or you know what icon I'm switched on. Dude just jumps on me, destroys me. No, it's done. It's an easy fight. I guess they don't want to make it too difficult. And that does a lot of damage. Did you see his HP when we did that? That was insane damage. Doesn't, like, I don't see the numbers. Like when the numbers pop up from that lightning damage. It didn't seem like there were a lot of numbers popping up, but if you look at his HP, a huge chunk disappears. So maybe it's just something I'm not seeing. Lightning shard. Right? Looks like that's gonna be a new weapon for us. We just gotta find a blacksmith and make it.
To hell with this!
They'll tell Hugo.
Let them. There's been more than enough bloodshed for one day.
That seems like the next person we need to face, or that our next main enemy, Hugo. I still can't believe it's been 5 years, though. Does he hate us?
Murderer. All of our friends are dead because of you. Do you hear me? They used us as bait. Bait to lure you out of your stinking hole, all because you couldn't just let things be.
What are you even doing here? We never asked to be saved. Did you think we'd thank you? They'll never forgive us. We're all marked now.
Yeah, they do have a point.
For 5 years we fought to secure a better life for our kind. To see that we are treated as equals.
Do you not want that?
What we want is to be left alone. Every time you show your faces, it is we who suffer.
It's all right. I'm sorry.
Kind of awkward. I mean, sometimes you just can't say you're sorry.
Just leave
It's
us
not
be.
enough.
This is our home, and this is where we'll stay.
Sid told us this wouldn't be easy. They'll come round.
If you say so.
We should go.
Did something happen between the two of them in these 5 years? Am I going to find out there's a little Clive Jr.? Plenty of time. Or I guess I should say Sid Jr. at this point. Oh no, we're on the same map still. Oh, that's so strange. Oh, we're on this icy. We're down here. It's not going to give us a name to that. I thought for sure we'd be on a new map. I guess not. Back to the hideaway. I thought this place was destroyed. Benumir.
That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery.
What do people know? We destroyed the crystal.
Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
Wait, with that mother crystal gone, can
I
they
can't
not
help
use
but
magic?
wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Sid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free. Free to choose our own path.
Oh, you know, oh, they're the only ones who can use magic now. Everybody else had to use a
I
crystal.
honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong.
I guess with the mother crystal, all the smaller
that it was
crystals
our
don't
own.
work.
I miss him.
Just the bearers and the dominants now.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy.
I still think it's weird that he's calling himself Sid.
And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
What the hell's that?
Rides over, lovebirds. Home, sweet home.
That's just some random dude. I think we need to be a little more secret with what our plan is. Oh, it's an airship. Kind of looks like one, right? We finally gonna be able to fly around. Although this hideaway is like easily discoverable. Not really a hideaway anymore. Home sweet home.
Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
I wonder who is still alive. Okay, so it looks like there's new stuff at pretty much every place. Let's go and check that if we can. At least before we do anything else.
Otto will want to know what happened in Costness.
Costness.
I expect he'll be in the mess.
It cost nice. Should have known that's not how you pronounce it. Oh, she's not coming with us.
Look, it's Sid.
Staying long this time?
Now, there were a lot of things that I was expecting to happen in this game. One of the things I wasn't expecting is there to be a huge time, not a huge one. I mean, 5 years is it's a fairly large time jump. Wonder if we're gonna get any flashbacks for that. Okay, So first,
I don't know. Perhaps I should
Karen's
just have
still alive?
Blackthorn make me a new one.
And what can I do for you?
Does she have two different colored eyes, or is one just supposed to, like the blue? Is that blue, or is that just like what someone's eye turns into when they're blind or something?
Coin purse weighing you down?
Yeah, that's why we couldn't go back. Makes sense. Can't time travel. I mean, technically, we're still in the same place. We didn't lose the map. But something tells me all the side quests would have been gone at that point if we didn't do them. Man, if there was a choice in side quests in this game, it'd be fun to see how your actions change the world. That's true. But even personally, I don't like having choices in side quests if they don't affect, like, there's almost no point if they don't affect other things. Like if you get a choice in a side quest and whatever choice you pick makes no difference, I mean, I guess it's nice, but it's like pointless, right? Just write the story how you want to write it at that point. If my choice is not going to change anything, I can understand like giving people choice in the main story quest. You can't really change that too much. Although I guess you can have different endings. Increases limit break generation by 6%. When dealing damage, or this is 3% when dealing damage, 6% when taking damage. Automatically charges magic spells and maintains the charge until cast. Accessory effect will not trigger unless the ability charge magic is learned. Some music. Oh, we got elixirs now. Restores all HP. It's expensive though.
Finished, are you?
Yeah, for now.
Have we any more?
Oh, looks like we have some new music. Our terms. We'll just leave it at that. Right now, the blacksmith. Looks like all the important people survived.
Clive?
Have I ever played Fallout New Vegas? I played Fallout 3, and I think I'm pretty sure I beat Fallout 3, and then after that I started Fallout New Vegas, and I did not finish it. But it'd be nice to play it.
What do you want?
11 bolt. Well, that looks like a pretty cool looking weapon too.
Should last you a good while. That it?
Oh, look at that. It looks so awesome. Usually when items are based off of anything related to lightning, the design is always pretty cool. I did notice that there was an option to ask him about the past 5 years, so let's try that.
What? You've forgotten already? Because I haven't.
Oh, you're not going to read the rest of that? It was a right pain in the ass getting this place into shape, especially with the mess we were in. Not that it was anything new for those of us who put the old hideaway together.
Still.
I don't get it. Like, why you're reading some of the words and not all of them? Still, that doesn't mean I intend on doing it again. Come on, you could have paid the blacksmith voice actor a little more money to read those lines.
Things here ain't too bad.
I feel like if you're gonna start reading, at least finish the sentence, or don't read at all. Things here ain't too bad, I suppose. I got a decent hammer, a decent anvil, and an apprentice that knows his hammer from his cock. Oh, and the furnace is alright, and all thanks to old Sid's bellows. The gods only know how I'd keep the coals hot enough out here on the mirror without them. Not a bloody crystal. Not with bloody crystals, that's for sure. No, I reckon you won't find a forge like this one anywhere else in the Twins. And I could count myself lucky to work it. Thanks for keeping me on. You need anything, you give us a shout. Okay. I didn't realize there's
Seeing ya.
check marks signifying that we talked, or we went through those dialogue choices.
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a madman. But no, here it is. The secret's in the bellows, you know. They're Master Sid's own design. The other Master Sid.
Yeah, it looks like us destroying the mother crystal pretty much made all the other crystals useless. So now it's only the bearers.
Does that one have blood on it?
Let's ask her about the
Is
past
it
5
business
years.
or pleasure?
Pleasure.
Well, you won't hear me complaining.
It's even roomier than the old one. Got my own stores, my own little counter, and thanks to you lot fighting the good fight, plenty of demand for my
The
wares.
only drawback.
The only drawback is the consistent bloody racket. If it's not Dory's and Otto barking their orders, it's Blackthorn and Bardol banging away day and night. Still a pain in the ear hole is the price I have to pay to be Sid the Outlaw's partner in crime. I'd say I got myself a bargain. Alright, now about the past 5 years. Has it really been 5 years since we left the old place? How time
I remember
flies.
it like it was yesterday.
We're all waiting to treat Sid to a hero's welcome when Kupka's lot turned up. Not that we knew it was them, they just poured in like a plague of rats, cutting down anyone and anything that stood in their way. Blood and bodies everywhere. There was and a voice crying out for Sid to save us in the midst of it all. I'll never forget those cries, try as I might.
You're our leader now, Clive.
The name's Sid. Promise me you won't let anything like that happen to us again. Promise me that come what may, Sid will save us.
It's all right then.
New Vegas has the best balance of giving you choices and repercussions in the world without making the game unplayable due to stupid choices. There are a couple of games that I want to do a Let's Play of. Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and what was that other game called? I think it was The Outer World. The Outer World. It was kind of like a Fallout game, pretty much. Like those would be good choices to do Let's Plays of. And then do Skyrim. And then we could also do Oblivion. That'd be a first for me though. I never played Oblivion. But I guess I never, as much as I've played Skyrim, I never finished that either.
I hear a new shipment's just arrived.
So but those games are huge, and they're not really my forte, I suppose. So it'd be definitely something different for me. Might be fun. Outer Worlds, you played it? I think it was on Game Pass. I think I played it for like 2 hours. It's a fun game. I just put it down for some reason. The Oath, Wall of Memories. This is new. Created the day Clive pledged his allegiance to Sid. This crystal shard transfixed with twin daggers is a powerful reminder of a promise made, a friendship forged, and a legacy inherited. Yeah, I do remember this happening. I wonder if this crystal's going to have any significance. With all the other crystals pretty much destroyed. It's not as good as New Vegas, but it's better than Bethesda's RPGs. Not that Bethesda's RPGs are bad. Yeah, they're not too bad. They have a certain charm to them, right? They're not perfect, but the games are just so massive that it's hard to expect perfection, really, with a game as big as, Skyrim or something. Obviously, you're going to have little bugs here and there. It adds to the charm of the game. Now, Fallout 76, that was just unacceptable. But, the bugs you see in Fallout 3, New Vegas, Fallout 4, That's kind of to be expected almost. I think I did play a little bit of Fallout 4 as well, but people did not like it. I mean, some people didn't like it, right? Or at the very least, they didn't like it as much as Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. I'm not the biggest Fallout, fan, so I mean, it seemed fine to me. But maybe there was things I just didn't notice that
all operations are suspended until further notice.
Other Fallout fans knew.
Yes, Captain.
I'll let the others know.
Oh, the Moogle. You're wondering what this new board is behind me, aren't you? All in good time, my furless friend. All in good time. It's a hunt board. I've seen a hunt board when I've... That's usually what it is, but let's talk to Otto.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sends his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army.
Nope, Gav
Should
is
be
still
back any
alive.
day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Who's that?
Still can't work that one out.
She's new.
There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be.
Maybe
And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Yeah, maybe we do know her. I don't know. I guess let's go find out. Speak with Vivian in the map room. Vivian. I don't know if I've met Vivian. Oh, you didn't like Fallout 4, noob? They should have removed the dialogue options. They were meaningless emojis. Yeah, maybe that contributed to why people didn't like it as much. Outer Worlds has many similarities to Fallout, but it was missing something. That's true. They probably didn't spend as much time developing it as you would spend. I mean, they were a smaller team, so it's to be expected. But it's probably missing that, feeling that you're in this huge world. Oh, that is the owl. Welcome to the stream, Fudge. How you doing? So do I know?
I trust I'm not intruding.
I don't recognize you, so you must be new.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
I wonder if she's a dominant.
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
Oh yeah, Fallout 76 just sucked. More than just sucked. There's so many other things wrong with
Samrek's
it.
dominion over northeastern storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambraquois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the Crystalline Dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins.
I mean, I would think that'd be a bad
The
place.
non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, It is only a matter of time before others reply in kind.
I mean, it
The
seems
Holy
like,
Empire,
seems like
the
you
Dhalmekian
can be attacked
Republic,
from like any
the
side.
Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
4 empires.
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even. Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
Who is this
I
lady
suppose it wouldn't hurt to
commanding
visit
us?
our resident historian.
Here for another of my lectures?
See, I don't know. Let's see who she is.
One would think.
Of course, you're not going to read your dialogue this time. I guess they got lazy in this part of the game. The beginning was like all voice dialogue, even, random characters. That's kind of weird. That someone as important as this character doesn't even have fully voiced dialogue. One would think my role was abundantly clear by now. I offer you and yours the guiding light of knowledge, that of matters military and political, both past and present, that it might illuminate your way ahead. For it is only by understanding what has come before you that one might steer one's way towards a brighter future. Your role, meanwhile, is to ensure that I remain furnished with as much information on the state of the realm as your people can muster, in order that I might continue to appraise the dispositions of the great nations and those who rule them, and of course to pay attention during my lectures. It would not only do to appoint the storied Nine Tails as your tutor, only to disregard her expert advice. We just we just have this lady, she's our teacher, ask about coming to the hideaway.
I admit
when I took up my professor's bonnet and began teaching at the University of Canver, I did not think for a moment that I would one day count Sid the outlaw among my pupils. But nor did I imagine that my fellow educators would have designs on my life, and we both know how that ended. Has it been a year already? Such is the peril of an overly inquisitive mind, I suppose. One won't want to discover that which others would go to great lengths to ensure remained hidden. Were it not for you and our mutual friend having come to my rescue, my curiosity would likely have proved fatal. But instead, I was not only saved, but granted a new lease on life as personal tutor to a band of outlaws, no
a
less.
far more reputable fellowship.
Than anything in the academic world, I assure you. Alright, and about the Crystalline Domain.
My beloved homeland.
The crossroads of Valstia, where one has to stroll the streets to hear news from every far-flung corner of the realm. Its mother crystal yields more shards than any other, and its lands now remain untouched by the blight. It is a blessed country
Or
indeed,
at least, it was.
until Sambrek elected to invade and establish a new holy capital upon Twinside's heretofore neutral shores. It pains me to see the land I love so changed, and even more to know that I did not predict it. I knew that Emperor Silvestre had designs on the Dominion, but to abandon Oriflame, the seat of the Holy Empire, since its inception, seemed too audacious a move even for him.
I do wish our lawsman would consider acquiring some more contemporary volumes. I tire of the classics.
So bossy. So let's see here. Oh, nice. You watched the first episode of the Let's Play. Oh, you like that Phoenix Afraid cutscene? That's an important cutscene. You'll see that later. Let's see. New Vegas, you'd put it in top 5 modern open world RPGs. Damn, I really need to finish playing it then. It's been so long, I forgot pretty much everything. I probably spent like 2 or 3 hours playing it, and then I put it down. I think I might have I played it right after Fallout 3, so I might have been a little burned out at the time. You didn't know Matthew Perry voiced Benny in New Vegas? That's pretty cool. They did celebrity casting before Keanu made it cool. COD Zombies usually had some good celebrity casting, and Fable had some too. Fable's another great RPG. You're gonna have to play them soon, and Dragon Age. Both RPGs that I have never played, Fable or Dragon Age. Or COD Zombies for that matter, but I'm not much of a COD person. And there is a new Fable game coming out, like Fable 3, right? Or is it Fable 4? I don't know. But I don't know so much about Fable, but playing some of these older RPGs would be fun. Like you said, Dragon Age, the Fallout games, maybe even Fallout 1 and 2, Fallout Tactics. Those are point and clicks. Baldur's Gate, maybe. Neverwinter Nights, stuff like that. Wouldn't be, we did play the Monkey Island series, so we don't have to stick with those point and clicks. We can do other point and clicks. That seems like it'd be a fun time. Because we have this game to do, and then we also have to finish Tears of the Kingdom, and of course we have all those other games we started. But other than that, I really have no idea what to play next. Some games were recommended in the Discord, so I guess we could always pick from that pool of games. You think I would enjoy Dragon Age? Maybe. Aren't they like remaking Dragon Age? Maybe I'm thinking of some other game. Might be. I think what Dragon Age is like a PS3 game, if I'm not mistaken, which would be hard for me to record with the way the PS3 is set up. So unless I can play it on like a PS4, capturing that would be a pain in the ass. So we talked to her, we went through all her dialogue, but it still seems like she still has something new to tell
my
us.
favorite pupil.
It must be you, the
What
State
is
of
it
the
that
Realm.
you wish to learn?
The State of the Realm. By speaking with Vivian in the Hideaways map room, Clive can now view the State of the Realm and learn more about the current going-ons in Valistia, revisit any of the Nine Tails' past lessons, or take a deeper look at the relations of those individuals in Clive's orbit. The Grand Cast and the Situation Map.
Here's the latest information I have.
The Grand Cast. Here you can view a detailed visualization of character relationship in Final Fantasy XVI that updates as you progress through the main scenario. Use L1 and R1 to cycle through pivotal milestones in Clyde's adventure. Very, very strange. Look at that, we got our parents. We got, Jill Warwick. A ward of Rosaria. Puppy Torgal. Dominant Phoenix. Rodney, he's dead. Sir Ty. Oh, these are the two guys that helped us. Forgot all about them. Ambrosia. Oh yeah, our our Chocobo. I forgot about it. Didn't realize that was her name. And then the Knight of the Flame. Oh, it's like that's pretty cool. It's kind of like the state of the people around Clive as we progress through the story. The devil herself. All because all because of a bloodline thing. I hope she's still alive so we can kill her ourselves. Oh man, there's so much stuff here to look into too. Sid the Second. Look how complicated this is now. we could spend a whole stream just reading all that and the descriptions.
One must understand one's place in the
The
world.
situation map here, you can view a detailed overview of current and past events relevant to Clive's story that updates as you progress through the main scenario. Use L1 and R1 to cycle through pivotal milestones in Clive's adventures. This is pretty much the same thing, but on the map. Okay.
The state of the realm is
Suppose
ever-changing,
we can go look
Clive.
at that at some point if we need to. Okay, so it looks like we have nothing new in any of these locations. And no side quests, so let's go and do this quest. They're making a new Dragon Age, but its release is to be announced. Oh, it's a new one. I thought it was like a remake, but I guess not. That's cool. But it still might be worth going back and playing the original one. Fable 4 is looking at a potential 2024 release. You're going to play Shining Force again soon too. That's a good classic RPG. Grid style combat, if you remember correctly. I'm not the biggest fan of grid style combat. But that takes it more into the realm of a strategy RPG. And I feel like if I'm going to play any strategy RPG, I'm going to probably start off with, I guess, what Triangle Strategy or maybe Final Fantasy Tactics. Both
Norseman
pretty good from what I
Harpocrates.
hear.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
On Gods and Men, a heavy leather-bound tome containing the findings of one Anaximander of Canver, a renowned theologian who spent most of his life chronicling Vestilia's diverse religious history. You hate grid
Really?
style, but you like Shining
Our
Force.
resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though.
Nope. Those are
Always
kids.
got a pocket for him.
Is that
Big
Clive
soft
Jr. and
Moogle.
Jill Jr.?
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
Talking about there's one in the hideaway. What do you mean there's no such thing as Moogles? Did they not
The
see him
twins see
either?
him well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them.
Nope.
However well they hide it.
I guess it's not Clive
Titan
Jr.
took much from us that night. From some more than others. And the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day.
Yeah, it seems.
We'll be back soon.
Yeah, it seems like
I
we
should
got
get
that
some rest while I
tattoo.
can.
Offers off. I think. Seems like it's just a scar now. Wonder how that got taken out. But it's a good thing that wouldn't have to deal with that anymore. That was kind of annoying. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of grid style combat, but what I really don't want to do is do a let's play
Not
of that.
like a blink, and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I feel like there'd be a lot
I'd
of
had
wasted
that brand
time
for so long.
for a game like that.
I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav.
Oh, she must have
Otto
been the
left
one
it on
that
your
took
desk.
out the
Not a
tattoo.
Stolas. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
Yeah, I'm worried that if I do like
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
I'm worried that if I do a strategy RPG for like a let's play, I'll like enter in some fight, spend like half an hour on the fight, and then just lose. I mean, it's bound to happen at some point.
Once the hall's swept,
I'm sure we won't win every fight, and it would just be like a huge waste of time. Then I'd have to decide if I want to put that in the let's play at all, or just cut it out, you know? I mean, does somebody really want to watch somebody spend 30 minutes on a strategy RPG fight just to lose at the end? The reading table reports reports, letters, and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the whatever symbol that is. I guess the reading table symbol in his chambers. New messages are always arriving, so make it a point to check the reading desk upon returning to the hideaway. The Republic's flag. The Republican army marches on the Empire at Twinside, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I'll see you're done to wear upon my return. Gav.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
You feel like that in Final Fantasy
But
II?
look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now? Now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
What happened to Joshua, by the way?
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Cid.
I wonder how many mother crystals there are. I still think it's strange that we're fighting the crystal in this game. And in it, pretty much, I think every Final Fantasy, I think, that has a crystal in it, the crystal's usually on our side. Oh, is that Cid? I mean, Joshua? Looks like him. Northern Territories. Well, at least we know he's not dead.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
Still don't know who
It
she
is
is.
only a matter of time before the twins are no more.
I mean, maybe
the world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows.
Maybe we've heard her name before,
Tell
but
me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
who is she to Joshua? I wonder if she's in the... she was in that list that showed us, like,
Master Clive,
pretty
a
much
moment,
from,
if you...
pretty much from Vivian.
My apologies. I didn't mean to intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
The Gathering Storm. Okay.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
It's over here. Actually, I think we already checked this, right? There was like a chest down here. Yep. If you feel like that in your Final Fantasy 2 Let's Play, you're now in hell, and many monsters insta-kill the party, so you have a couple of game overs now. Yeah, I mean, but at least those game overs are quick, right? If you're playing like a strategy RPG and you spend 20, 30 minutes in that fight, and then you mess it up it takes a while to like redo that whole fight. It's not a quick battle. And besides, even if you're having a hard time with some enemies in an RPG, the one thing that I did for some of those Final Fantasy games was that I did some grinding, off stream. Like if I just kept dying over and over again, I would just do some grinding off stream, which I don't know if that's if something like that is possible with a strategy RPG. But yeah, losing or having a game over to one fight is not as bad to losing one of those longer fights in those strategy RPGs.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Well, let's go. I'm dying to use this new sword. Nope, looks like we have some side quests though. How many? Just one. Oh, did we get a new song as well? Oh, and something new. Oh, that's probably always going to be new. Every time somebody talks to us, there's going to be something new
And
with
how
her.
may I assist you today? How may I help you today?
Let's just get it off.
Here you are. The state of the realm is ever-changing,
Must have
Clive.
been something in there. Actually, let's see if we can find out who that lady is.
Ah, my favorite
You know, the one
pupil.
traveling around with Joshua.
How may I help you today?
Let's go all the way to the end. Let's see. Josh. Oh, yeah, right here. He didn't even bother giving her a name. Attendant to Joshua. Companion and protector of Joshua. Rossfield, dominant of the Phoenix. As loyal as she is dangerous, her blade is ever at the ready for any who might mean her master ill. And her tonics ever at hand to heal the sickly prince's hurts. Joshua addresses her by the name Jote, but it is unclear whether this is her true name or another pseudonym. Well, that was the first encounter. Or that was the unmasked. This is the first encounter. Servant of a man who goes by the name Lord Margrace. Together they travel across the Twins to some unknown end. That must have been before we
Very
knew
good.
who that hooded man was. Okay, let's go and find this side quest. Actually, no, let's go to the jukebox. Do a new song we have there. You won't grind in Final Fantasy II, though. It's not really needed. Well, I mean, if you're getting insta-killed, I mean, I know you're in hell, but maybe a little grinding won't hurt.
Knuckle pie?
Especially if you're getting insta-killed. But who knows? Maybe that's just how it's supposed to be. Oh, a new song. Do you have a new song for me? I like your songs.
Hither yon dance autumn winds atop the rotten pier. Of Sid's return the faithful sing across the blighted mere.
Meh, I didn't like this one as much. It didn't flow like the other one did. In the other hideaway, when we first met him. Flowed much better that time. Also, that song the guards sang at Phoenix Gate, that was also pretty cool. Like, what was it? Was it about the Phoenix, I think? The Dominant?
Finish with that log so we can call it
No,
a
it's one of those
morning.
enemies that can cast death on the whole party.
Almost done.
Well, maybe
Welcome
it's
back, Sid.
some enemies in Final Fantasy, especially those early ones, have a death spell based on like it'll be like level 5 death, and it'll kill everybody that is a multiple of 5, I think, in terms of levels. So like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You know, I think that's, or maybe it's not like that. But I made that mistake, right? Because you like if you get caught by that, usually it's a wipe. Because more than likely you're leveling together. Most people are going to be around the same level. Maybe, you know, some people died at some point. So someone's off by a level or two. So it won't be a wipe. And it's like they planned it too. It's like, okay, we're going to put this guy who does level 5 death right here. Right? And for whatever reason, you just happen to be at that level. Final Fantasy II doesn't have a level system as such. You level your weapons and magic through use, and your other stats kind of go up depending on your battle situation. Oh, man, I really forgot how those early ones go. They kind of blend together when you play all 6 of them.
Bilge. Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, Everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts.
Everybody hates that.
Pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so.
Dude's eating all the lemon
assuming
tarts.
we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
You know what I mean? On other Final Fantasy games, just as you hit a certain level, boom, an enemy has the right death spell for your party. Yep. What are the chances of that, right? Okay. Well, that's where the main scenario quest is, but let's do 3 reeds. Rising waters transformed once fertile farmland into a noisome morass. I remember reading that description before. I don't know if this was the name of the place. Yep. I guess the blight has not taken over this place. Still looks pretty good. I mean, the sky is pretty gloomy, but you still got plant life. I guess that's better than nothing.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth.
Ooh, those guys. They got some HP.
Stay down!
Yeah, let's practice some of these. Let's spend some time with the lightning ability. So we can get used to the stuff that we can do with it. Actually, we might want to look at. Yeah, we have what, 1,200 ability points. We might want to see what abilities we can get.
Can't imagine Obolus needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Well, that was an easy quest. But let's see. Abilities. Ramuchano. We've spent, I don't know how long it's been, 12 hours maybe. 10 to 20 hours, roughly, right? That we've spent in this game already. And let's see, we got 3 icons. But there's going to be what? Another one down here. Actually, I wonder if there's going to be like one right here. It might just go straight to the bottom, right? Probably, right? So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4 per side. And then there's going to be 3 here. So we got another 4 to find. It still seems like there's so much more to do in this game. I mean, sure, it's an RPG. I'm expecting to get, 40 to 50 hours out of it minimum. And we're probably not even halfway based on that kind of judgment. So there's still so much to enjoy. I mean, there's so much story that we don't even understand either. Still think it's kind of weird that we're just chilling here on the water. I don't know why we're chilling here. Just out in the open like this.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh! Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Oh man, that was so much experience. And I mean, forget the experience. Look how much ability points we just got. I just looked at it and I was like, there's another metric there. What is that last icon? We got 10 of something. That's the first I've ever seen of it. We also got another accessory, an increase in attack power. Well, at the very least, we can swap out the other one. One that's only attacked by 7. This one also might be nice to put on. Let's put that one on. Let's get rid of the defense. I do love using the Flames of Rebirth. It's really good for an AoE attack. Now let's see what abilities we can get. 2,300. Summon from the heavens a mighty 11 bolt that deals massive damage to a single target. 2,300 points. I do like to save up and get that usually. So let's stick with that. Looks like there's nothing new here. So let's continue on with the main scenario quest. Actually, hold on. Yeah, it seems like there's nothing else here. I mean, I suppose we can go to the blacksmith and see if we can upgrade any of the stuff that we have. So let's go check it out. I think it'll be around 40 hours if we just go through it with all the side quests and whatnot. Imagine up to 70 hours. I'm not sure if another... I mean, about 40 hours for the main story seems about right. That's typical for Final Fantasy. I just don't see the side quests adding another 30 hours. There's not that many, and they're really quick. Like you just saw me do that side quest. That's typically how long the side quests take. And there's really not that many of them. We've probably done 20, maybe at this point. But,
so what it be?
You know, and they're not like always, you know, they come and go, right? Not like they give us like a ton of them all at once.
What do you want?
They'll give us like 2 or 3 every once in a while. So we can, you know, we don't have to do them all at once. It's not like we get like 15 of them all at once. And then we just kind of don't do it. Or don't do all of them because you don't want to spend, you know, a ton of time doing side quests. So they give you it in like bite-sized chunks, right? It's much easier to do 2 or 3 side quests. Because I mean, I feel like you really don't want to be pulled from the main scenario. It'd be kind of annoying if, you know, you do a main scenario quest and you also want to do the side quest, but then, you know, you do something in the main story, and then you have like 10 side quests, and you're just like, okay, I guess I'm spending all this time doing side quests now, right? So it's nice that they only do 2 or 3 every once in a while. Is this a spear grid system? No. There are abilities that we can unlock. That's pretty much it. So this main ring in the middle, or the outer ring in the center right here, is Clive's abilities, his own abilities. The inside is abilities from Ifrit, the icon that we control. And then all the ones on the outside are just icons that we've gotten their blessing, I guess you can say. This one was the only one I think that counts as a blessing. It'll be the blessing of the Phoenix. The other 2, we kind of absorbed the power from the users. This is Garuda, and we absorbed her power from her dominant. And then this is Ramu, and we absorbed Ramu from Sid right before he died. And I imagine there is going to be another 4 that'll fill up this slot. What the icons might be, I imagine one of them is going to be Bahamut. We do have our partner Jill with us. She is Shiva. I really hope she doesn't die. She's just so nice. I don't want her to die. So hopefully if we do get Shiva's powers, hopefully it doesn't kill her in the process. Now where is she? I haven't seen her in a while. She was down here. Usually she's with me. I don't know. She's been with me for like the past almost 10 hours, I imagine. Kind of weird that she's not with me. Same thing with Torgal. Yeah, I mean, I suppose more side quests. I mean, I'm pretty sure more side quests are going to pop up. And yeah, obviously there's going to be some hidden stuff. Now, whether we can find it or not, that'll be another thing, right? I guess we'll see I mean, I feel like as of now, we've done everything that we can do. I mean, sure, we could have spent more time exploring the area. But, we did all the side quests. And they're really hard to miss, so... They tell you where they are. They pop up on the world map. There was even a little there was like a person you can talk to that'll tell you all the side quests that currently exist in all the places that you can go to. So the chances that we missed any of them, bad chance, because we did them as soon as they popped up. Because I didn't want them to disappear. And if things, stick with this pace of them giving us, 1 to 3 side quests every once in a while, we'll probably just keep doing them. And while the side quests might be simple in nature, some of them have some good story behind it. So at least we have that positive. Oh damn, I didn't realize it was 3 o'clock already. Or 3. I didn't realize it's been 3 hours in the stream already. I was planning on doing a little more, but I think I'm probably going to have to call it a night, unfortunately. Can't stay up too late. Gotta get some sleep, got stuff to do tomorrow. Damn, I thought I had another 30 minutes. That's so weird. I thought I could have sworn I had like another 30-minute episode in the stream. I feel like I lost half an hour somewhere. Oh well. We will be back on tomorrow. So if you want to know when I go live, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell to be notified. If you want to, get a hold of me or have a chat with me and anybody else, check out the Discord. There's some people in there. We have a good time, posting memes and having fun. Dude, I'm shocked. I'm like literally shocked. I'm like, I thought we had another half an hour. I don't know what the hell happened to it. That's what fun looks like, yeah. Yeah, that's what having fun looks like. Which is strange, because I did not have as much fun. Like, if I had to compare the amount of fun between this and Tears of the Kingdom, I'm having such a better time with this game. I don't know if it's like the pacing of it, the fact that there's more cinematic cutscenes, the fact maybe I'm just more of an RPG fan. This game has more structure to it. It's more guided, which can be, which you can kind of compare that to like Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring. Dark Souls 3 is nice and focused. It's a good game. It's nice and focused. Where Elden Ring is more open world, and I guess they can kind of drain you, right? Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom was big. Breath of the Wild was big, and then they added they doubled the map size in Tears of the Kingdom with the depths. So I don't know. I guess I feel like the place was too big for the little amount of story that was in it. The game's fun. I like it. And the physics engine on that game is amazing. You love Dark Souls 3 more. There's definitely some good qualities about Dark Souls 3. But I feel like you can get more out of Elden Ring. Like if you wanted to get to choose between Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring, and your main goal was I want to pick the game that'll give me the most playtime, it would probably be Elden Ring because of that open world nature. But those bosses in Dark Souls 3, top tier. You spend more time on Dark Souls 3 despite 3 playthroughs of Elden Ring? Strange. Yeah, but you might have spent more time in Dark Souls 3, but you were like re-experiencing stuff you've already experienced. I guess that's the good thing about Elden Ring and its open worldness. There's just so much to do that you can spend so much more time there, whether you want to do that. But yeah, of course, Dark Souls 3 feels more detailed. It has to be, right? It's a smaller game. It's more focused, yeah. I wouldn't consider it a open world game. I mean, you can't. I mean, it would be insane if they put if the same amount of detail that was in Dark Souls 3 was applied across Elden Ring. It would be bonkers, dude. It'd be like Bethesda, right? They put a ton of time in their open world. With Skyrim and Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, right? You have all these random people you can talk to. There's people all over the place. There's personal choices that you can make all over the place, right? And it's just, the world just feels lived in. And I guess that there is a little bit of that in Elden Ring. But if they spent more time, but that would just increase development time by maybe even double. Your first playthrough of Elden Ring was 60 hours, but Dark Souls 3 was like 19. Your first playthrough of Elden Ring was 100 hours. Mine too. Spent like 105 hours in Elden Ring. I don't think we spent that much time in Dark Souls 3. Definitely not 100 hours, but we did spend quite a bit of time. But we did all the bosses. Thanks to the chat for helping me find some of them. And all the bosses and all the DLCs. Elden Ring is the gold standard. Bring on the DLC. I can't wait for that DLC. It's going to be a good time. Alright, guys. Thanks for coming to the stream. Hope you enjoyed it. And have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow.